Hey everyone, welcome to the show. Have you ever heard of someone getting paid to be a mermaid or taste dog food for a living? You might think I'm making this up, but these are real jobs. Today, we're diving into the world of the most unusual jobs you could ever imagine. We're talking about people who swim with sharks for a living, or make sure your dog's food is good enough to eat, by actually tasting it. Get ready to be amazed because we're about to meet some people with the most unique jobs on the planet. Alright everyone, take a deep breath and get ready to go underwater. Well, sort of. Our first stop is the world of professional mermaids. You know, those magical creatures who are half human, half fish, like Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Well, they're real, and they have a job to do.
That's right. We might look like we belong in a fairy tale, but we work hard. You can find us at theme parks, aquariums, even birthday parties. People hire us to make their events special and magical, and let me tell you, it's not as easy as it looks. First of all, you need to be an incredibly strong swimmer. Think Olympic-level swimming. Imagine trying to look graceful and elegant while swimming with a giant sparkly tail. It's not easy, trust me. And then there's the whole holding your breath thing. Try smiling and waving underwater for more than 5 seconds. It's harder than it sounds.
But it's not just about being a strong swimmer. These underwater entertainers are also performers. They create their own underwater dances, talk to the audience, and sometimes even teach people about sea creatures. It's like a circus underwater. And don't even get me started on the costume. That tail is not made for walking. But even though it's hard work, these professional mermaids wouldn't trade their jobs for anything. They bring joy to people, live out their childhood dreams, and might even inspire a few future marine biologists along the way. Okay, next up on our list of unusual jobs is one that might make your stomach turn. It's not for the faint-hearted, and it certainly isn't as delicious as it sounds. Get ready for dog food tasters. Yes, you heard that right. These brave individuals actually taste the food we give our furry friends. Imagine having to sample different types of dog food every day. It's a job that requires a strong stomach and a keen sense of taste. These brave souls actually taste the food we give our furry friends. They ensure that every bite is up to standard.
It might sound gross, but someone's got to do it. Without them, we wouldn't know if the food is palatable for our pets. Dog food tasters are super important in the pet food world. They play a crucial role in quality control. We're like quality control experts, making sure every piece of kibble is good enough for your furry friend. It's a meticulous job that requires attention to detail. We use our super-powered senses of taste and smell to check the flavor, smell, and even the texture of dog food. It's not just about taste. It's about the overall experience. We're looking for any weird tastes, anything that doesn't belong, or anything that might make a dog turn its nose up at dinner. It's a thorough process to ensure quality, so how do you get a job like this? Well, it's not enough to just love dogs, although that helps. You need to have a passion for pet nutrition and a willingness to taste test. You need to have a really good sense of taste, a strong stomach, and truly care about making sure pets are eating healthy food. It's a unique skill set. And trust me, this job is not for the squeamish. It takes a lot of dedication and a bit of bravery.
Dog food tasters have to try all sorts of interesting flavors. It's not just the standard beef and chicken. We're talking beef and chicken, of course, but also things like fish, lamb, and even venison. The variety is surprising, but also things like fish, lamb, and even venison. Each type has its own unique flavor profile, but it's not just about the taste. The texture and smell are equally important. These professionals also need to think about how nutritious the food is and how easy it is for dogs to digest. It's a comprehensive evaluation. They work closely with pet nutritionists and scientists to make sure our furry friends are getting all the good stuff they need to stay healthy and strong. It's a team effort. So next time you're filling up your dog's bowl, take a second to think about the hard work and dedication of dog food tasters. They ensure that every meal is safe and enjoyable for your pet. Hold on to your hats, everyone, because we're about to enter the world of computers. It's a place where the lines between good and bad can sometimes blur, but today, we're focusing on the heroes of this digital realm. Next up, we're talking about ethical hackers. These are the folks who use their tech skills for the greater good. Now, I know what you're thinking. Hackers? Aren't those the bad guys who steal information and cause chaos online? Well, not these guys. Ethical hackers are the ones who fight against those malicious hackers. Ethical hackers are like the superheroes of the internet. They swoop in to save the day, using their skills to protect us. They use their powers for good, protecting our information and keeping us safe from the real bad guys online. Imagine them as digital knights, left guarding the gates of our virtual castles.
We're like digital detectives. We investigate, analyze, and solve cyber mysteries. Companies and organizations hire us to find weak spots in their computer systems before the bad guys do. It's a proactive approach to cybersecurity. It's like we're breaking in so the bad guys can't. We simulate attacks to uncover vulnerabilities. We use our skills to find those weaknesses, figure out how someone could exploit them, and basically try to hack into a system just like a real cyber criminal would. It's a game of cat and mouse, but we're always one step ahead. But here's the difference. We tell the company about everything we find so they can fix the problems and make their systems super secure. It's all about making the digital world a safer place.
Now you might be wondering, what does it take to be an ethical hacker? Is it all about sitting behind a computer screen all day? Well, first of all, you need to be a computer genius. We're talking about mastering coding, programming, network security, and all that complicated stuff that makes the digital world tick. We're talking coding, programming, network security, all that complicated stuff, but that's just the beginning. But it's not just about technical skills. You also need to be a great communicator and work well with others. Ethical hackers also need to be creative thinkers, great problem solvers, and have a knack for thinking like a criminal. It's about outsmarting the bad guys by thinking like them. They have to stay one step ahead of the bad guys, which means always learning new tricks and keeping up with the latest cyber threats. It's a never-ending learning process. So next time you're browsing the web or sending a secret email or, just watching funny cat videos, take a moment to thank an ethical hacker for keeping you safe. They are the unsung heroes of our digital age. Alright everyone, hold your noses because things are about to get a little smelly. Next up on our list of unusual jobs, we've got odor judges. Yes, you heard me right. These brave souls get paid to smell things. And it's not always pleasant.
It's true. Odor judges work for all sorts of companies, from perfume and cologne makers to cleaning product companies. Our job is to sniff out the good, the bad, and the ugly when it comes to smells, and make sure things are smelling their best.
Now, you might be thinking, how hard can it be to smell something? But trust me, this is serious business. Odor judges have super sensitive noses and go through lots of training to develop their sense of smell. They can tell the difference between thousands of scents and can even smell things that are barely there.
We have all sorts of fancy techniques for evaluating smells. We might sniff cotton swabs dipped in different fragrances, wave air samples towards our noses, or even, well, let's just say we get up close and personal with smells. And believe me, it's not always pretty.
Odor judges often have to smell some pretty nasty stuff, from stinky socks to moldy cheese. But hey, someone's got to do it. But it's not all bad. These professional sniffers also get to experience some amazing scents, from exotic flowers to freshly baked bread.
And the best part, we play a vital role in creating the products you use every day, from the perfumes you wear to the air fresheners in your homes.
All aboard, we're heading to Japan for our next unusual job, train pushers. Now if you've ever ridden the subway during rush hour, you know it can get a little crowded. But in Japan, they take crowded trains to a whole new level.
That's where train pushers, or Oshiya as we're known in Japan, come in. Our job is to make sure that everyone, and I mean everyone, gets on the train. Imagine a massive wave of people, all trying to squeeze through the train doors at once. It's a recipe for disaster, right?
But the Oshiya are there to bring order to the chaos. They wear white gloves, a uniform, and a whole lot of patience as they politely but firmly push and shove passengers into the train car, making sure every last inch of space is used. I'm talking backpacks getting flattened, faces pressed against windows, the whole 9 yards.
Now, you might be thinking, that sounds kinda rude. But in Japanese culture, it's all about efficiency and respecting everyone's time. We're seen as helpful guides, making sure the trains run on time and everyone gets where they need to be.
And let me tell you, these guys are pros. They know exactly how much force to use, how to position themselves, and how to keep everyone calm and collected, even when they're packed in like sardines. Bundle up everyone, because we're heading to the coldest and most dangerous job on our list, iceberg movers. These brave souls work in some of the most extreme conditions on Earth, battling freezing temperatures, treacherous waters, and, oh yeah, giant chunks of ice. It's not just about the physical challenges. The mental toughness required is immense. Iceberg movers are hired by oil companies, shipping companies, and even governments to protect offshore oil rigs, shipping lanes, and coastal communities from, well, getting smashed by icebergs. Their work is crucial in preventing potential disasters and ensuring the safety of maritime operations. Think of it like this. They're basically playing a giant game of billiards with icebergs, using their skills and technology to redirect these massive frozen giants away from important structures and keep everyone safe. It's a high-stakes game where precision and timing are everything. Now you might be wondering, how in the world do you move an iceberg? It's a question that baffles many, but these experts have it down to a science. Well, it's not as simple as just giving it a good push. The process involves careful planning and execution. These guys use all sorts of techniques, from attaching giant nets or ropes to tow the icebergs to using high-powered water cannons to break them apart. Each method is chosen based on the size and shape of the iceberg, as well as the specific conditions they are facing. And if that doesn't work, they've even been known to use explosives. It's a last resort, but sometimes it's the only way to get the job done. I'm talking blowing these ice giants to smithereens. The sight of an iceberg exploding is both awe-inspiring and terrifying. It's dangerous work, but somebody's got to do it. The risks are high, but so are the rewards. Iceberg movers are a special breed. They possess a unique combination of bravery, skill, and determination. They're adventurous, resourceful, and have a healthy respect for the power of Mother Nature. Their respect for the environment is matched only by their dedication to their work. They work long hours in harsh conditions, often facing sleep deprivation, seasickness, and the ever-present danger of working around massive chunks of ice. It's a grueling job that tests their limits every single day, but for these thrill-seekers, the rewards are worth the risks. The sense of accomplishment and camaraderie among the team is unparalleled. They get to travel to some of the most remote and beautiful places on Earth, witness the incredible power of nature firsthand, and play a vital role in protecting people and property from the forces of nature. It's a job like no other, filled with adventure, danger, and the satisfaction of making a real difference. Wow, we've seen some pretty wild jobs today, from swimming with the fishes as a professional mermaid to saving the world, one iceberg at a time. If you could have any of these jobs, which one would you choose? Personally, I think I'd go for ethical hacker. Sounds like a pretty awesome gig, plus I'd finally have an excuse to wear a hoodie to work. But I want to hear from you. Let me know in the comments which unusual job you'd try and why. And if you know of any other unique professions out there, share those too.